Hey, I'm Elaine.
And I'm Lee.
And we're the Roys. And we're really excited about our brand new album, Gypsy Runaway Train.
Here's the story behind the songs, right here at FocusOnThe615.com.
You Can Count on My Love is the song that kicks off the album. It's a song that Lee and I wrote with our buddy, Arliss Albritton. We were on the bus. We had just did some shows in, I believe, Florida. And we were on our way back to Nashville. And Arliss was on the bus with us and for the fact of writing songs for the new album. And they had guitars and we're kind of jamming around, and somebody said something about, love and You Can Count on My Love, and we're like, that's a cool title for a song. And we wrote it. It's a great song to sing live. We get a great reaction from the fans. It's so much fun. And I think it's just a true testament to true love.
Yeah, and it's just a positive song. That this person's just saying, with everything else that's going on, there's one thing you can count on, and it's my love. And there's things in the world, we kind of talk about things that you can count on, like the Mississippi rolling to the ocean and those kind of things. And it's fun. As she said, it's a lot of fun to do live, and we get a great response from it.
Blue Moon of Kentucky is a song that Lee and I have been singing forever. I don't remember a time that we weren't singing it. And when we put the album together, we started talking about cover songs. What would we add to the album along with our originals? And this one was at the top of our list because we've been singing it forever. And it doesn't matter where you sing Blue Moon of Kentucky, everybody loves and knows this song. So I hope that our little version of it pays tribute to Mr. Bill Monroe in a good way. It was heartfelt and a lot of fun to sing, and we're so proud that we have it as part of our album.
Another Minute is a very close song to me. I wrote it all by my lonesome, sitting around one day, several years ago actually, thinking about both of my granddads and how influential they were on not just me, but Elaine and all our cousins, and just two amazing men to have in my life growing up. And it talks about, the funny thing is when you're growing up, there comes a point where going to grandma and grandpa's isn't so fun anymore. And then there comes a point when they're no longer with us that you would just give a minute to be with them again. And that's what this song is about. And to even take it a step further, when I was in the studio singing it, I got real emotional because, one day that's going to be my dad, and I'm going to just wish I had one more minute to be with my dad. And I think this song, everybody's going to relate to it. It's a lot of emotion and actually a lot of fun to sing live because you see the people's reaction and you know that what they're thinking about.
Yeah, and for me, when he sang it to me and said I wrote this by myself, I could see our past at that lake road, walking down the lake road, and I could see him and Granddad with their fishing poles going fishing. So it brought a lot of memories, a lot of heartfelt memories.
Yeah.
A couple tears to the eyes, but very, very great job there, Leroy.
Well, thank you.
I gotta say, great song.
Born with a Hammer in My Hand is a song that I'm a huge fan of the bluegrass group Blue Highway. And when I heard this song for the very first time, it kicks off their record and it sets the tone for that record. And we started covering this live, and it's a lot of fun. It's up-tempo. And I really felt that on this record, if we were going to throw in some covers, this is a song unlike anything else we have on the record, and I just felt that it would be a lot of fun. It's a song I could not get out of my head and still can't to this day. I hope that our version of it, that the boys from Blue Highway like it, and I hope that the fans out there like it. It's a lot of fun to do live, and we enjoy doing it in the studio.
I Wonder Where You Are Tonight is probably one of my favorite cover songs to sing. I heard it by many artists, and I heard a version of Dolly Parton, and Dolly Parton, what can I say? And it's just a heartbreak song. I mean, you can really feel the emotion in the words. I mean, someone that loves someone that's left, and you just wonder where they are tonight. And I love those sad, heartbroken songs. That's like my favorite to sing, because that's really where you can get all of your emotion out. And I really hope they like our version, because I think our band is the actual band that played on this song. And I had some hair-raising moments in that song, singing it and just listening to us putting the tracks down. So I really hope you all enjoy it, because it's one of my favorites to sing. He Took Your Place is a song that I remember my brother and our cousin Raymond, when they had their bluegrass band, singing. an old gospel song, and fell in love with it then. And I remember singing it with you.
Yeah, no Flat and Scruggs.
Yeah, and when it came time to put the cover songs, we wanted to include a gospel song, and Lee said, I think this song right here would be perfect for us. But instead of me singing it, I think you should sing it. And I thought, well, okay, let's see if I can do it. So we laid down the tracks, and I sang it, and he sings the harmonies beautifully, and we get a lot of great reaction on this song because it's not a song that a lot of people have recorded. And like Lee said, it's a female version. Hopefully they'll like our version because I love singing it.
I'm working on it is a song that I wrote with Arliss Albritton and Josh Thompson. We had gotten in a room together and written a couple songs, and this was one of them. We've had this song for a while, actually, probably 3 or 4 years that we've been sitting on this song. This song is a lot of fun. It's a little more. It starts off a little more progressive bluegrass. But when the second verse kicks in the chorus, it's just a straightforward bluegrass song. It's a lot of fun to do live, and it just talks about, we all have things we can work on, and that's what this song talks about. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm working on it. I hope you enjoy it.
Enough for Me is a song that Lee and I co-wrote with our good buddy Steve Dean, and we just got into the room, as co-writers do, and started talking about life and what are you going through and how have you been doing, and I don't know who came up with the title. I think it was you actually that came up with the title, and we loved it. It rang something in our ear that's kind of cool. I think it's catchy, but it's just about the simple things. I want to love without holding back, and I want to give back more and not take as much, and the last verse for me brings it home. It's about going to heaven, seeing Jesus, and him meeting us at the pearly gates, and we can all live forever free. So it's a great song, I think. It's a beautiful song. I love singing it. I love the melody, and I sure hope they all enjoy it because I love it.
I'm just excited that we have documented Elaine giving me credit for something, for coming up with the song idea. Ramblin Fever, the old Merle Haggard standard. We've been doing this song for so many years. Probably top 3 most requested song at the merch table if we have it recorded. It's a song that I think whether you're bluegrass or country, everybody knows this song and knows who Merle Haggard is. And when we play it live, we get so many cheers, and often people come up and want us to play it again in the next set. So we knew this was a no-brainer for this record. We did a bluegrass version of it. The boys, our band's playing on it, and they did a great job, and we hope that you enjoy this version of Ramblin Fever, Merle Haggard. What Gives You the Right is a song that the great Adam Steffi, anybody who knows who Alison Krauss is or Mountain Heart knows who Adam Steffi is. He's a great mandolin player, a great baritone singer, and just an all-around great guy. We've got to know him over the past few years, and happy to call him a friend. And
sweetheart.
This was on his solo project, and when we were thinking about adding some more cover songs to our show, we've been very blessed to be on the road a lot and starting to do shows where we have to do a 2-hour set or an hour-and-a-half set, and wanting to add some more cover songs to it. I've been just wearing out his solo project, and this song I kept hitting rewind and listening to it. So we worked it up with the band and wanted to know if it would work for us, and I'm really excited that it made the record. I'm even more excited that Adam wrote the mandolin solo on this version for me. Got with him, and he actually wrote this solo, so there's a little bit of Adam Steffi on this record, and we hope you enjoy it. What Gives You the Right?
Those Memories of You is a song that we have been singing forever. Dolly Parton, Emmylou Harris, and Linda Ronstadt on the Trio album. We do it a little bit different. We took the intro and did it our own way and didn't know how the fans would react to that. But that song, 10 to 1, they come to the merch table and ask, where can we buy this song? I mean, literally, they're clapping before the song is done. So a great song, a lot of fun to play live, and we love the reaction that it gets. So we sure hope you like our little version of Those Memories of You. Half of Me is the most emotional song I have ever written. Last year I was divorced, and it was something that I did not expect. It was a total shock. It really blew up my life, brought me down to my knees, and I wrote this song. I want to cry just talking about it, but it was so emotional and so unexpected, but it was very therapeutic, and I know that it was from God. It was nothing that I did. I literally have the same piece of paper as I was just writing the words that were coming to my mind. And I was on a plane ride after going home to tell my family what was happening, and I wrote the rest of it, and I thought, wow, I think this is a song. I think God is telling me that I need to put this in music and maybe share it with people. So we recorded it, and I didn't think it was going to make the album. It was too emotional, and I came over to Lee's house one morning, the day before we put the album to bed, and I said, this is going to be crazy, and you're probably going to get really mad at me, and please forgive me, but I really feel that God is telling me to put this song on the album because hopefully it's going to help someone else who's gone through maybe a similar event. I don't know if I can ever sing it live, but I hope that it brings people a little bit of hope that no matter what we go through, that God is always beside us and we will be stronger for it. And I hope it brings you a little bit of peace like it did to me.
Gypsy Runaway Train, the album title and the first single and the forthcoming video for this new album. This is, I wrote this with my good friend Maury Trent. We have a history of writing together. We wrote That's What Makes It Love for the first record. I don't know literally who had the idea. I just know that when we got in the room, I wanted to write, I'm going to quote another band, Mountain Heart. I want to write something that would sound like something Mountain Heart would do back in the day of just real driving and just, you know, make you, there's no way you cannot tap your toes on this song. Just something that would make the people's blood flow. And this song is just a driving bluegrass song. This song is about what we do. It's we're gypsies, you know. We wake up in a different town every day, and we just started talking about the lifestyle of being on the road. And you know, the bus, our tour bus, we've affectionately dubbed it as the Lonesome Whistle. But it's our train. It's what we do. It's a band of gypsies in this bus going down the road, and it all started to morph from that. And then we decided that we wanted to not just talk about what we do, because outside of being on stage, sometimes it's pretty boring. We're just on a bus flipping through our phones or watching movies. Or we wanted to pay tribute to you, the fans out there, that not only support the Roys, but support all genres of music. You know, you put your hard-earned dollars down to go see a concert and buy a T-shirt and buy a CD, and that's what this song is. It's a thank you to the fans. And the video is going to be really cool because we're actually going to film it at several shows here coming up, and it's all going to be footage from us being on the road, meeting you, the fans. So if we're at a venue doing a video, come on up and shake our hands. You might just be in it.
Thank you so much to all the fans, because for you, we love what we do, and we do it just for you. That there's no other reason than to do it for you. So thank you so much for letting us do what we do. We love you.
Thank you so much.